Hey, what's up guys? It's 𝗎cie𝗰𝗶𝗹, and in case you didn't know, it is Q4. It's October 9th, I think, and I'm outside in beautiful Colorado. Just gonna talk about what's going on in my business recently. Just take a look at all these fall colors. It's beautiful. It's Q4, and it's time for sales to start rolling in even more so than they were before. The things I'm working on right now, there's a few things. So first of all, recently I've been working on trying to hire someone to list some of my inventory, or to at least help out with what I'm doing. So the last month has been kind of working through that. So basically, earlier this last month, I hired someone to do some listing for me, and the setup is that they have all the listing equipment and the inventory at their house that they were going to list every week, and each week I was going to give them more inventory. And it worked out really great in theory, but I think the system was a mistake. Because it didn't take into account the fact that if something goes wrong for the contractor for them, that the inventory just doesn't get listed. And so I am not going to do that system again. So I'm switching to another system where they come and they help me list inventory, they bubble wrap stuff, they tape up boxes, they do all those little other things that help make listing faster, and so that's helpful for them and helpful for me. And today was the first day of doing that, and it was actually really helpful, so that is cool to see. Another thing that I'm working on right now is I'm basically trying to find more items for online arbitrage. I've been doing online arbitrage since around June, July, and up until around August, September, it was mostly RA. So I would do a lot of like online searching to find what items I could find in store, and I would buy them from stores such as Walmart or potentially Target or other stores, but it was mostly Walmart. And I would sell those back on Amazon. So what I'm doing now is buying from stores like that, lots of other stores, also some eBay, and I'm turning around and selling those items on Amazon. So what I've been doing recently is trying to see, okay, like what have I found at estate sales, what have I found at other stores that have sold for high prices in the past, and for me, and I've seen that they actually do sell, and where can I get them for cheaper over and over and over again. So I have a few items that are doing really well with that, and I'm looking to basically find more items that are like that. Estate sales have been really good for me lately. I went to one, I think it was yesterday, did quite well, I was pretty happy with that. And this morning, me and the contractor listed a bunch of items, so I don't think I've been at a point where I've had this few items to list in quite a while. There's just a lot of odds and ends. Another thing that's new in my business recently is I got Ungated in Nike. So I'm working on finding sources of other like Nike items that I can buy online and then sell back on Amazon. I found a few of them that are profitable, and I'm basically at the point where I have 2 of them that are replenishable, and I can keep selling them over and over again and buying them over and over again. And I'm working on finding more, and there's another, I think there's 2 different listings with different sizes that they're either coming in the mail at this point, or I've listed a couple of them, and I'm working on finding more items like that. I'm also working on finding more items that are similar to the eBay to Amazon items that I have, and kind of just expanding the catalog. So those are the things that I'm working on the most. Probably another thing that I'm considering is I'm at a point where I'm invested in Amazon, and I'm making like full-time income from it. Nothing like extraordinary, but it's like plenty to pay the bills and have some more left over for me and my wife. And also, I think it's possible to scale more. I mean, it's obviously possible to scale more. But I think there's a mental block for me with spending more money and having more money invested in Amazon if something were to happen with my account. I really don't think anything would happen with my account. I've had probably 6,000 sales in the last year, and there's been very, very few issues. It is a scary thought to like have a majority of my net worth in my Amazon inventory and then for it to just get shut down for some reason. Because I don't know if I don't know about you, but I've heard horror stories about sellers just like getting their account shut down and like not being able to get access to it again. And right now I'm at the point where like if that were to happen, it would be an amount of money that would be like replaceable. Like I'd be fine, I could rebuild. But if I were to invest a lot more than I am now, like that would be pretty devastating. I also don't know if those people who are getting their account shut down are people who are doing stuff with private label that they're not supposed to, like getting friends and family to do reviews for them, or trademarked pictures that they're not supposed to use, or if they're people who just are not very good at Amazon, not super experienced, or people who have IP issues, like IP complaints or those types of issues, but they're not doing enough volume to mitigate that effect on their account. So I'm kind of at a point where I'm just like not quite sure what to do, whether I should continue to maintain the amount that I have in my inventory, whether I should spend more and just realize that it's such a small risk that it probably would never happen. I've been selling maybe, I think it's been about a year and a couple months on Amazon. So I've had very few issues, like from personal experience. Like it seems like if an issue came up, like I'd be able to get it resolved, it would be fine. Just that off chance of something that's outside of my control, or like something that I overlooked happening, and then I just lose access to my account and my payout is pretty scary. So working on figuring out what to do about that. But for now, I'm continuing to replenish my inventory, find more profitable items that I can list quicker, and things are going really well. Yeah, so I think that's a good update of what's going on for me. I'd be curious to hear what's going on for you guys in your businesses, and I hope that hearing me talk through some of the things that I'm thinking about in my business are helpful in thinking about what's going on in your business maybe, and thinking about ways that you could improve, and thinking about ways that you've grown in the past as well. So I appreciate you listening, and take care. Bye-bye.